All right, just waiting for Blake. There we go.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Did everyone do the test yet?
No, I haven't.
I did.
What'd you get?
I got an 88.
Cool.
What about you?
I haven't taken it yet.
Wow.
I'm taking it right after this, and then I have work.
Just echo.
Yeah.
Hey, so it looks like this week we're doing the jam question.
Yeah. So we just have to discuss those questions.
We have to do the paragraph or whatever, right? Yeah, Senate paragraph.
Someone want to write that?
Look at my computer being all weird. You have to use my phone again. What the freak?
So is Matthew joining us?
I have no idea.
I invited him. We'll see. Let's just start. Give me examples.
The examples that we had.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I did get an email
For what?
for the meeting.
I sent it on the Google.
Oh, well, I didn't get it. But I'll help with whatever.
We're in the same room. We're in the same room.
Uh-huh.
It happens.
Okay, so what do we have to do for this paragraph? Do we know?
Wait, what's up?
Red. Gotcha.
So it was about the article that we had to do. It was like 4 pages or whatever.
Yeah, the one about like ambiguity and familiarity.
Yeah.
I'm having a really hard time hearing.
Real bad. Okay.
Yeah, it's echoing over here.
It's probably the wind, Matthew.
Yeah.
Yeah. The freak. Of course, when I want to do something, it never wants to do it.
Well, I can start with my example of the bias one.
Okay.
So I just put when I played baseball in 8th grade, my coach had a son on the team, and son generally got to play where he wanted to play.
Oh, that would get me chapped so much. I did a similar one as well. I put when I was in when I was in hockey, I had the lead center was the coach's son, and he could do anything, and he could play anytime too. That's funny.
I put mine for baseball, but I was with familiarity that all of us had been on the same baseball team for years, and my coach didn't want to have tryouts because he would just be playing us the whole time.
Huh. Interesting.
I just put. There's two professors. And we're growing. And generally thought that they did a better job at teaching most students. Just because I knew who they were and I knew so it was easier to rate them higher than other students would.
That's good.
Okay. Sorry, I'm outside waiting. Obviously, I'm waiting. Wait, who's this?
Matthew, why are you outside?
I'm waiting for my ride to go to Utah this week. Yeah, it's a long story. Anyway, my example. Hold on. Sorry, this echoes distracting. Turn off the speakers. It dealt with hold on.
Then number 4.
The ball has been dropped.
When are you taking your accounting exam? Me too. If you get a freaking 90 now, I'm so proud. I haven't studied for it. Do you get chapter 6 and 10? Chapter 10 I get, but chapter 6 and what is it? I don't know. I got 100 on my quiz.
When do you guys register for next classes?
March 3rd.
Same here. Again, that's next week, man.
I know. Not excited.
My birthday's tomorrow, though.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Yeah.
How old are you turning? 42?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like it. I'll be 25.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, man. I'm freaking old.
25 is not that old.
It is if you're younger than 25.
What comes out to 24? 25.
Hey, Cameron, how old are you?
I'm 25. I'll be
Oh, sweet.
26 in September.
22.
Yeah, I'm 21.
Whoa.
And of course, the one time that my computer do it. But sweet. Do you want to go on to the next thing then? I don't know what happened to Matt. He kind of like, oh, face first.
Yeah, let's go on.
Oh shoot.
So it says, what kind of education would help people stop from being so biased?
There's always going to be biases. Anything that you do, there's always going to be biases. But I think the biggest thing is having a third party always there to make sure that there isn't any biases. If you're doing like a document or something for your own company, you would have to have more eyes to see it than just yourself. I like how they mentioned inside of the article too, is like they said like 30% of people said it was higher than it was supposed to be. and then people who are not going to that was like 30% lower. So it's all about your audience, like who you're writing to.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I also like what the said about educating people, even though it didn't have that much of an effect or make that much of a difference by telling people about bias. But if we know and realize that we are susceptible to bias, that's a lot too, because a lot of the times we learn something new or we hear of some statistics and we automatically assume that is not. That is that I'm excluded from those statistics for some reason, probably because of bias. But if we educate people and convince them that they are part of those statistics, they think more about it when they're trying to make an unbiased decision, maybe.
I don't know how you deal with that.
And I think it's important, like you guys are saying, like have a third party in there too, or for contents like the article was saying that every now and then that a news source can audit a company.
Do that.
Yeah, I agree. The third party system is always most important because you can, with the third party, they can help you with not being biased, especially with an auditor. If you have an auditor who's been with this firm for so long, then they're gonna be biased against with the company and like maybe slack a little bit, which could really hurt the company and end up in financial trouble. So getting someone else, I guess, around like exactly saying would help.
But something too interesting with accounting, it's not all just pure numbers and you have exact numbers. A lot of it is estimating and other things. So that can explain why some of the numbers are so long.
And also projections too. I think that's the biggest thing. In my business class, we had to do CAPSIN. And I think that the biggest thing that we had to do is make sure that we have to project actual numbers and also backing those numbers up. You can't just like put something out there and see what happens. You have to make sure you're doing the math correctly. Because then that throws everything off. And also inside the article, it says if you just started with one, a bias or doing one thing inside of your financial statements, you're going to do it more. So it's just like a horrible ladder effect.
One of the questions on the system to discuss says, can you think of situations outside of auditing where there are large opportunities for bias? And I think like politics is a huge place for bias, like if you have a Republican president, then whoever is a Republican in Congress is going to pass whatever he wants. So they're going to be biased because the Republican. Not too much of a politics, but I know like there's always going to be bias opportunities there, which is outside of auditing. And you can't really do anything to change that situation. It's just humans in politics.
True, especially right now because we have a more conservative Republican president, and we also have a Republican House and Senate, so it's easier for it to be conservative than would be or for a liberal side to get things passed and also make laws that will pass through government. And that's the reason why we have checks and balances inside the government as well. Make everything in check. Not one person has too much power.
Yep. And I think it's difficult to overcome bias because we don't want offend people in that way, and we don't want to harm the relationship that we might have already, especially with like auditors. They don't want to hurt the firm that they're representing, especially if it's a huge corporation. They just want to continue where they're at, making the money and doing all that, even if they know it's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Are we on the second one that says the author suggests that the status quo, the university accept practices in the United States? We're on that one.
Sure.
Okay.
We don't have to go through all the questions. Those are just suggested ones.
Yeah,
So we
choose
talk
someone.
about the
And then we write a paragraph at the end of what was the most important or interesting insight.
Mhm.
So
Did you guys hear about? Did you guys know about the Arthur Anderson? What happened with them?
With Anderson, what?
Arthur Anderson.
No.
So there used to be 5 big accounting firms, and like 15 years ago, one of them committed fraud, like they falsified the records and a bunch of other things, and saying that they're actually profitable, like the company was profitable, but it wasn't.
I think I heard that last semester.
And so I mean, there used to be 5 big accounting firms, now there are 4,
Jeez.
just because people falsified records and everything.
And it's crazy how you can still remain your integrity while doing that too, especially when everyone else is falsifying it. It'd be super hard, especially with a major firm like that.
Mhm. Do you guys have any other insights on the reading?
Not really. I thought it was just super interesting, like how just one thing can just go from another thing, go from another, just from like one guy. And if it doesn't match up the books, you're gonna like lie about everything just to make sure it matches up. That's pretty interesting. But other than that, you have anything, Cameron?
No, I think it's been covered pretty good.
I think we can talk also about lawyers.
Employers. Okay.
Lawyers.
Oh, lawyers. Oh, okay.
So how do you think lawyers are affected by bias?
Oh, I think it's about everything because it's how you present the information. If you of which way you want to be biased. You know, if you get paid from a defendant, of course you're going to be on the defendant's side, and then the prosecutor is going to, you know, back up the, you know, themselves. It's just how you present the information to go good or bad.
How do you guys think that some lawyers, like if they work for the, I think they're like civil lawyers or something like that, they have to defend criminals? Like, how do you think they avoid from taking bias in situations? Because it's like if you're given someone to defend that supposedly killed someone else, how would you not be biased?
No, that would be, I think, a lot of practice because it's easy just to point the finger and just blame someone. But, you know, if you're getting paid to, you know, help this guy out, if it's a civil matter with land or whatever, you just have to make sure you know all the facts before you can present it.
And I think they probably go in thinking, like, not necessarily with like the person who killed someone. The criminal maybe is guilty. They might be thinking, I'm just going to go in and try and defend this person as much as my knowledge. Maybe like get rid of all of the previous facts and just look for things that maybe haven't been stated or things like that. I guess instead of just going and assuming, all right, this guy's already guilty, I know, so I'm not going to press this hard and all that.
Or a lot of lawyers will just see what did the police do wrong, and then throw out the case because they did that wrong. Instead of like knowing this person may be doing it, but just finding a legality to wipe off the whole case. That's what they tried to do with O.J. Simpson quite a couple times.
I wouldn't want to be a lawyer.
I don't know if I could do it, man.
There's no way I could.
I don't think I could do it. Especially like if you had to be a defendant of someone like like everything is pointing to him, but you get paid to be on his side, like that'd be super hard. Especially like mass murderers and stuff. Like that'd be pretty hard.
And I feel like if you lose and you've got like a mass murderer and they escape, they might go for you too. Like that's the worst case scenario. You still might have to worry about that being a lawyer.
Yeah, then it comes into like what's ethical and how much you get paid. I think sometimes that really comes down to is like how much are they willing to pay you to be on their side of repeals and legalities and all that. Like how much is it really worth it? Plus, when if ethics comes into it, but you had to be like that third party because you have to have fresh eyes inside of it, and you can't do any biases because like if like this guy's guilty and everything. Of course, you're going to be biased against him, but if you have a fresh look on him, then saying if he didn't do it, like what are the options of, if he had a good alimony or anything. So that would be hard though. I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
All right. So what are we going to write in our paragraph?
What's up?
What are we going to write in our paragraph?
Probably just we did insights on the article and how biases control pretty much the way we think and how we present information, stuff like that. Pretty much like restate the question, but put all of our insights in it.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. So what's the most important insight out of all of this?
Out of the whole reading, I would say probably check your personality first. That's what I got. Like you have to know every side of the story and also like who your audience is when you do write a letter, who you present a case to, like you got to know every side. Because what if you don't and stuff, and if you're trying to go for a job and if you have, are you going to be biased towards if someone's towards your own minority, or you are being biased to maybe go ethically different? You have to get everyone and see everyone's side and see if everyone is qualified for a position or anything.
All right. Sounds good.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Who wants to write that paragraph then?
I'm writing it right now.
Oh, you are? Okay, cool. So you guys are you guys accounting majors?
I am.
All right. So there's also a question to you. What will you do about what you've learned from reading this article? As an accountant, put on an accountant hat.
Just being aware, making sure that you do all you can to take out the biases. Because in the audit talked about that and how you can't really take the biases out. It's just doing the best you can to be honest and do what you're supposed to do. Personally, I don't think it's that hard. I've actually never been on an audit, so I don't know.
Do you guys think bias is good in some situations?
I think some situations, yeah. Let's see. I rather so like say if I need to do something on a project, and then saying someone my friend like has done it before and been really good on it, and there's another dude that's never done anything, I go more towards my friend, even though I know him a lot, I'll go with his word more than a random dude. Make sense?
I understand.
So maybe with more, proficient on something than someone who's not. You'll have more bias to someone who has, doing accounting, having an accounting degree than some guy who has anatomy and physiology degree about accounting. Like you're gonna be more biased to people who have more experience inside that field.
Just put at the end, we should always be careful with bias or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I did the paragraph.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else we need to discuss?
Send the link or whatever.
No, I think we're good. Unless you guys have something else.
That was a post.
I think we covered pretty much all of the bullet points inside of our thing too. So
Sweet.
right now. But.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week at this time.
Same time, same place kind of thing?
Yeah, same time, same place.
Perfect. I'll see you guys.
All right, bye.
Have a great day.